Hi everyone, it's Lillian here from Stamper's Niche. I'm coming to you from Alberta, Canada, and I come to you every Monday evening and to have some time to craft together and visit together. And it's just a wonderful way to start out my week. I love Monday nights because I get to spend it with you. So before I go down to my desk, I have a question for you. What is one thing that you did this weekend that maybe was different, unique, special, whatever? So, one thing you did this weekend that you really enjoyed or found were special, and that kind of thing. And I'm going to share what happened yesterday. Yesterday being Mother's Day, and we had celebrated Saturday night. And my husband and I were outside, and for some reason, spur of the moment, we started cleaning the eaves troughs. And he said, "Happy Mother's Day, we're cleaning eaves troughs today." And so we were laughing away as we figured what a way to celebrate Mother's Day. So even if it wasn't a Mother's Day celebration, something special you did this weekend. And as you're typing that in and sharing that, I'm going to go down to my desktop. So let's go down, get situated here. Always takes me a moment, so I hope you're sharing lots of things there. Hope I'm not making you too seasick. So something that you did this weekend that you enjoyed. That would be perfect if you enter that. I see a lot of you hopping on. That's great. I'm so glad you're here. Now I'm just going to share this video to my group page, and I'll be finished with all the stuff here. There we go, and click, and click, and click, and click. There we go. So, hi everyone. I see people putting in what some of the things they did this weekend. And it looks like staycation was a big hit. That's excellent. It was so much fun. Joanna, Marilyn, and I often laugh. It's not just the projects, it's the connection we make with everybody. It's so neat. So I'll continue to let you just visit with each other here as I talk about what we're going to do. One of the things that I hear so often is, I need more masculine cards. I need cards for the men in my life. And Father's Day is coming up. So I thought that I would concentrate on the He's the Man suite tonight. And it's not just for men, because it could be for someone who enjoys the outdoors, someone who enjoys camping, barbecuing, just so many different aspects right here. And I forgot to mention something, so I'm going to move a sticker somewhere else so I remember. So in this suite, pardon me, you get not only the stamp set, which is really good, you also get the dies, which I think are the star of the show, actually. So here's the stamp set, and it's got really neat sayings in it. It covers a lot of different things. Then it's got some neat little things too. So like, holy smokes, you're amazing. That's really neat. Then there are the dies. Now a couple are missing because I've got them out for something else. But here's my little die sheet. Now I've shown how the dies cut out some of the words from the stamp set, but if you look at these shapes, they would cut out all kinds of words. What I often do is take the dies and then go walking through the catalog and see what else they might cut out, because remember, these things are to size. So look at that one, fits there, that fits there, and just take it on a little walk and see what else would fit in there that you would find happy, and then just do that with the other dies. The other thing is, they have some great banners in this die set. I've used these so much for so many different things, and I love this little thing here too. I don't know what to call it, but I'm calling it a thing. And then these dies here they look gorgeous in foils or in anything, and they really add a whole lot. And they are Argyle. I'm remembering the name tonight. So that's the bundle. And then there is the paper. Now, this paper is so amazing. I've almost used a whole package up. In fact, have ordered a new package. Now, it's the specialty paper, and because I've almost used the package up, I can't show you too much of the sheets in full size. So I'm going to show you here first. And so here's the front and back of these papers. And at the end in show and tell, you'll see why I've used so many. And then I've got this here instead of another set of papers, because remember, it's specialty. But this is a different specialty paper in that they give you 2 sheets of die cuts. So you can make cards without having the stamp set if you want. And you just pop these out and away you go. So these are super. And so tonight I am going to show you how to make a card using the die cuts the die cuts or a stamp. Now, if you happen to catch me popping on spur of the moment today on a Facebook Live talking about my class, you saw me make one card, and I'll show that at the end. But I'm going to show you a whole bunch of cards, but we're going to make a different one tonight. So let me just clear some of this stuff away so I have some space. So the card I'm going to make tonight is going to, I start with designer paper, and it is 5 by 7.5 scored at 3 1/4. So I scored it here at the 7.5 side at the top, 3 1/4 here. So you're just going to fold that in half. Bring in my bone folder, just like that. So I'm choosing to use this side for the front. I could have done it in reverse because we've got that lovely side on that too. But I'm going to go with this for right now. And then I've got a piece of early espresso because that's one of the coordinating colors. That's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I'm going to put another layer on that is 4 by 5 1/4. Now just take a look. I thought I should put a different color underneath there. That's all dirty. Here, maybe this will work. Not a whole lot. Let me bring in this so you can see a little bit better. So if we did that and layered this on top, should we use the Cajun Craze? Or should we use the soft succulent? What do you think? Cajun Craze or soft succulent as the middle layer? And I know that's kind of hard to decide when you don't know what else is going on the card, but those 2 are the choices for the middle layer. What do you think? Bonnie's saying, I hope they have more DSP with these die cuts. I saw Cajun Craze first. Okie dokie, we'll go with that, but I think either would work. I think they might. It's really been a big hit. So those are our layers, just like that. Now, this is going to be a Father's Day card, and it's going to open like this. Now, Marilyn showed a card similar to this at Stamping Staycation, and I already had this planned for my Facebook Live, so it was really quite funny. But I'm going to make this one step different. I'm going to turn it into a gift card, and this is what I'm going to do. We're going to take this and bring in our paper trimmer, and we're just going to angle cut a little bit off of here. So you can wing it and do it however down as far as you want. You're going to start at the fold and go down, but I'm going to say, well, I think I'll do mine at down 2 inches. If I wasn't doing it with you, I would likely wing it and just do it, but I'll do it with a little more precisely. So I'm going to put that mark in the trough, and then I'm going to put that fold mark in the trough. So I've got the mark in the trough, the fold in the trough, close it up, and slice. And so I've got it like that, and this is a scrap that I can use somewhere else. So we'll move this down, and we're going to do this part of the card right now. So I am going to glue this to here, but I'm going to glue very specifically. I'm going to run my glue down the fold line, across the bottom, up the edge, but nowhere else, because my gift card needs to be able to slide in here. So only the fold line, the bottom, and this edge. Leave this alone and don't go swish, swish, swish in the middle like I've been known to do. So here we go. Just like that. You want to keep it fairly close to the edges if you can. And then we're going to center it on here. And just get it nice and centered. There we go. And then we're going to put that on here. Just like that. Let's bring it up here so I can see. So now we've got the basic card done. And we're just going to bring in a gift card. And now you've got a little pocket here to put a gift card in, to put a photo in, or whatever. It's just a nice little way to do the gift card like that. So now we need to decorate the front, and this is where we're going to bring in all of our goodies. So let me just get organized here. So I went through my die cuts and I thought, I like that. So there we go, the Best Dad Award. So we could put it on there, we could put it on dimensionals. That would look pretty good. But what if we wanted to dress it up a little bit? Well, we could, let's see, we could put it on this shape here. And I could have used another color, but I chose white because of the white in here and the white writing, and I thought it made it pop. Or we could layer it up and put this underneath, like that. So, or we could have made our own. This is a die cut here, but this one I used the stamp and stamped it on designer paper and did white heat embossing, and then I could put that on here as well. So if I did this one, I would actually, I think, do that. You see how you can layer your die cuts up? Talk much. Layer your dies up and get all different kinds of looks. So this one's a happy birthday one. We'll go with the dad one right now, but I wanted to show how you can use your stamps and stamp on designer paper, and that you can layer the same shape, just turn it, and you've got a whole different look. So I need to bring in this. And remember I said that there were so many different banners. So I kind of have a plan, and we'll see what you think of this plan. I cut a whole bunch of banners out. Let's see here. And one of the coordinating colors is actually Cajun, crushed curry. So if we went like that, that adds just a little bit of life to it. And then if we bring in the Cajun craze, dig through, sort of like that. Let's see, how would that look if this goes over top? Ooh, I think we're getting there. Yep. All right, but we have these neat little dies, and I find with these, I like to put adhesive sheets on the back. Now, sometimes when you put adhesive sheets on the back, they don't cut through all the way right away. So I wanted to share a little tip. So that's why I left the dies in here. Say, for example, And you can see that I really need some new plates. But I had done that, run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine a couple of times. I took a peek. It didn't look like it was cut all the way through. What do? Here's a really neat little trick. Just take your sandwich, hold it together, flip it over, and run it through again. And with the dies facing up, for some reason, it just seems to finish off that cutting. So that is a real neat little trick for if you're having trouble, especially when you add extra layers like adhesive sheets. But I've already got some cut out here. And let's see if I put this up here. Okay, I think I know where I'm going. And you know me, I could go a different direction shortly, but we'll give it a little try here. So now I'm going to bring my adhesive in, and I want that to be back a little bit like that. And I will do the same thing here. Let's see, make sure I put the glue in the right spot. Like that. So while that's setting up, I'm going to bring these in and just peel the adhesive sheets off the back, and then I've got a sticker and I don't have to worry about glue oozing out or anything. And I am going to now, I really did practice this before, so I think I know where I'm going with this. I'm going to just rest that there in case I change my mind. There we go. Once you get them started, it's lovely. And you can see that I pieced a little bit extra on there. And I'm going to, and I'm not totally sure of the placement of this one. So I'm going to rest this here and just see. Now let's go with our plan. If I put this here, and if I put line up, I'm lining these two up so it looks like they're one long one. Let's see. Whoops. And yes, I think that's going to work. So I'm going to press those down, glue these down. That one there, and that one there. And what I'm doing is it's making it look like the Cajun Craze one is continuous, and it also makes it look like this swirls once you put something in the middle. There we go. So this is going to go here. I'm going to put that on dimensionals, and I think I will put that flat on there. So we'll put a bit of adhesive in here. Add it to this shape, this rectangle. I really like it. I don't know if you can see, but it also embosses around the edges too. So there we go, just like that. Now in my class, I am including the black stamping dimensionals, because when you get the black stamping dimensionals, you get both sizes, the minis and the large. And they're both good on these die cuts. Like some of these die cuts have small areas, so the minis are really good for that. And the large ones are good for bigger areas. So that is one of the things that will be included in the class package, are the black stamping dimensionals. I really love mine a lot. Okay, there we go. So just want that lined up with this. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, I think I like that. There we go. So now all we have to do is a little bit of embellishing with the, these are called the rustic metallic adhesive backed dots. So let's put some of these on. maybe one there. And I'm trying to be better. I tend to use little dots better, more than big ones. I'm trying to use them all and be better at doing that. So do you find that you use one size more than another? There we go. There it is. Now when you open it up, you have a gift card holder. You're seeing both sides of your designer paper. Now there's just one little thing. I got this pretty close to the fold and it's catching. So that is one thing to remember. Keep things, don't have them go beyond the fold of your designer paper. All right, but where are you going to write? So what I did is I cut one of these here, and I'm going to put it right about there. So, and then I think I'll take one of these that I cut out. Would that look good there? It's a bit the same color, isn't it? But if I kept it on, I think it would still look okay. One of the things that I do, where did I put my dies now that I put them down? I'm finding them, they're here. When I cut out extra things with my dies, I take one of our clear envelopes and keep my extras there. So maybe, I wonder, I'm just wondering, I don't have Occasion Craze cut out, but what do you think of crushed curry? Should I use crushed curry or early espresso? And while you're deciding that, I'm going to glue this down. Crushed curry or early espresso, yellow or brown? Or I guess I could use that too. So any ideas? Early espresso, early espresso. Okay, we will go with that. That was my original plan, and then I realized how dark the inside of the card was. So there we go. I think either would look good. And I'm seeing that's, you think that too. I'm seeing different things pop in, but this was what I saw first. So I just love this. So there we go. We've just finished off the inside of the card like that. And there you go. You have a really, really neat masculine or outdoorsy kind of card. And when you look at the other die cuts, you could go so many different directions, and I've had lots of fun with them. So I'm going to show you just a few others here, if I can just clean up my little bit of a mess. So there's that one. And then in my earlier video today, when I was advertising my class, I cased the catalog for this one. And so this is a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and Marilyn showed us a neat way to make envelopes for these odd-shaped cards at Stamping Staycation. So I am going to be trying that afterwards tonight. I ran out of time. So these, again, are just die cuts. So I've also got, I'm not going to show you all of these because these are for the class, but you can see these. Some of them with stamping, some are with the die cuts, and I'm going to show either or whatever. Then I also wanted to share this because it helps you to see. This on this card here, you can see I use the banners to, and because it's covered over here, you don't know that they actually are much smaller. I use the die cut just like I was showing you on this piece here. I layered it crisscross and did that, and then I stamped on designer paper. I'm remembering to do that more now, and had some fun with that, and that looks really good on there. But you could also use the die cut there. So you can use the stamps, you can use the die cut, and there you go. And I've got the cars upside down, don't I? There we go. Might look a little better looking that way. There. And then this is the early espresso ribbon. It looks really great with projects done with this paper. So just showing you how you can go either way, die cuts or stamps or both. And that works really well. I should put that in here as well. There we go. I'll put that down here so you remember it. And I showed you some of the others. I wanted to share this that Joanne first taught me this trick, and then I've seen it done before. But when I get die cuts like these that are so versatile, I cut them out in 2 colors. In this case, I chose black and white. And then I can play around and say, okay, what would this one look like on top of here? Or what would it look like behind here? And these are sort of my practice, play around, workout ideas, and then I can start to go with it and play it. So I suggest that if you get really neat die cuts that are versatile like this, do that and have them to play around with. Because even when I'm designing a card, I'll pull these out and place them and have a look-see. Now, I wanted to share with you about the class. So the class is He's the Man, class to go. I did a video and posted it here on this same page earlier today. So I saw somebody saying 2 videos in one day, and I know that just blows my mind. I also will have the link in my newsletter tomorrow. It's just a really, really fun class to do. So I wanted to mention that. This is the link to go. I've got it bigger somewhere. Well, it'll be the link I'll put in the description after this video is over to go get some more information about that, or watch today's video as well. I also wanted to mention the cards for the Ukraine. You people have been amazing. I bet we have, I would guess, I was asked how many we have, and I can't tell you that, but I would guess we must have 200 cards that have been donated by you people for the Ukraine. It is so, so neat. I am just loving your generosity and your creativity. Now, one last thing. I wanted to share just a couple of things from Stamping Staycation. I better move some of this out of the way. Stamping Staycation happened on Saturday, and if you missed out, you can still take part in it. We are going to offer it because it's all recorded and it's on YouTube. We will offer it. It's $52. I just want to show you a couple of things. One of the cards that was taught was this one. It was a Step It Up type of card. We started with just words on the paper and kept adding things, and then we also learned the technique about how to get 2 colors on there. So that was one of the projects. We did some secret stamping, and these were 2 of my results from the secret stamping. And then this is why I ran out of He's the Man paper. I did loaded envelopes, and so we learned how easy it was to make something like this that you can stuff anything you want in. You can make it for, put a card in there. You can make it for a crafter in your life. This one here, I did note cards and actual cards, and I used the Memories and More and the New Horizons. So this is a gift for one of our neighbors. So it just was so much fun. And then I resized it and showed how to make it with a 6x6 piece of paper. So those are just a few of the ones that I showed, and I have to tell you a story about this one. One of the ladies attending Stamping Staycation, she made a comment today and shared a picture. She said that she was attending Stampy's vacation, and last minute ended up babysitting her 5-year-old grandson. So she said, I tried to watch, but it was really hit and miss. I watched a bit of the loaded envelope, and he was around and that kind of thing. And we gave up and turned it off. And then later in the day, he said, Grandma, I want to make a loaded envelope for Mom for Mother's Day. And remember, we can make it 12 by 12 with 12 by 12 or 6 by 6. And he proceeded to make one of these for his mom for Mother's Day and made it all movie themed. So there was popcorn and a gift certificate and all the kinds of movie things in there. So that was just a neat story of how your day can kind of go sideways, and then something really neat happens with it as well. So thank you all for joining me tonight. Remember to hit that like button, that thumbs up. Make sure you've joined my page, and if you're on YouTube, a thumbs up again, and make sure you subscribe. And I will put all the links that you need as well in. I think I've covered everything. I always remember stuff after I'm finished, but I think that's it for tonight. So enjoy. Oh, I did forget something. It's a good thing I looked around. So let's bring back in the card that we made tonight. So here's the card we made tonight. You can make it with anything. Look what I made it with, the Symbols of Fortune designer, exactly the same design. So we've got the argyle, we've got the banners, slightly different here, but we've got, what do you call it? We've got words there, and then this is on the inside here. So it's exactly the same design, and how different it looks with different paper. So don't think that those dies are just for this one suite of products. They can be used for anything. And then here's the same design idea used with this die cut from the designer paper as well, and it's so these are on opposite spots, but you get the idea. So these are all three the same design, just done with different paper and done a little differently. But this piece here and these are the same in all, and we've got the focal image in the center. So take that idea, run with it. What die cut is it? It is what's the actual name of it? It's from the He's All That suite, and I always forget the name right now. Just a second. The die is called All That Dies. So it's on page 164. 164. So here are the dies right here. So there you go. Thank you so much. And I think I am finished now. So take care and have fun. Bye-bye.